It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, an 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one. 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books. A risky double steal. Nobody's been able to swipe a bag from this defensive powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag. The pitcher throws over. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's...
Good evening.
Francis?
Am I, interrupting something, Jensen?
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
And I
may,
distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it. A year ago, when the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska, in fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Pritchard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
Well, it just so happens there's something in Prague that I need your help with. Tonight.
Kinda busy.
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
Fine, what do you need?
I've been hired to vet a company, a freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean you stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but... Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people. An alley off Klimova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
Tell me, what do you feel the Human Restoration Act will achieve if it is passed?
When? When? And it's a pleasure to speak. His back, a devastating blow against basic.
This is not a as the palisade lately.
Then, where the hell is the bank?
I do not know the exact stop. You have to look at the map for that.
Thank you, officer. Is it confusing?
Ohleje oblast pro turisty.
Racker's book is too boring. Wait.
Where did you stop?
The chapter about
Stop right there, Hanser! I need to see your papers.
This doesn't look like a checkpoint. And you don't exactly look like a police officer.
And you do not look like someone who is going to pull out a guitar to sing songs about peace and love. Papers, now!
Look, civilian. I'm on official Interpol business, and I need to speak to someone in the bar, Zatopek.
And I want to live in a world where all Hansers are dead. Looks like we are both going to have to wait for what we want. Now fuck off. This is an OG-free zone, and we will shoot any OG who enters, even the ones who claim to be working for Interpol. Tell your boss to send someone who is not a Hanser.
What the hell? What I read, I doubt it was just as safe as the red light.
Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet lidí v nadcházejících týdnech zadrží na kontrolních bodech.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok
Access denied.
ověřovací kartu T73. Státní policie vyšetřuje ohavnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Místní augmentovaná reportérka Angela Ganová, známá díky řadě oblíbených odhalení politických skandálů, byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených prostranstvích.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Odhalila své plány na expanzi svého holdingu v České republice. Ředitelka Palisády Ašány Talvarová prohlásila, že se počet technických
Nada. Here we go. What the hell?
již tak přeplněného komplexu utovala místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě regulace augmentací.
Through a friend of a friend. Friends with anyone. I don't have time for anything, sorry.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
journalists in Canada. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing.
Je to fakt dobrý.
Excuse me.
You have some set of balls, Clank. How the fuck did you get in here?
This is how you greet all potential customers?
You are not a customer. You are just a walking kitchen appliance.
You might want to rethink that statement. I'm with Interpol, and I'm looking for someone who's a regular here.
Interpol, huh? They giving your kind badges now? I have several regulars. Maybe you can be more specific.
He goes by the name Slaw.
Yeah, I know him. If he's still here, he's downstairs. After you're done whatever business you have with him, get the fuck out.
To je tak dobrý. Zpátky do Golem City.
Sloy's downstairs. Please just go down there and get out of sight.
Expansion of Moonbase Omega has once again been placed on hold. Several financial backers were forced to
I am
pause
watching that.
due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in the wrong bar, Og.
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me, but I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flight missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade Passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this mean. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank in world. He bid me to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using Passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I worked there. With clean Passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I don't want it to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. The Blade make update to defense system and... Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But, because you are dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself. At the end of day, no one will care.
Look, I get it. You hate me and my kind, but I came here to find you, not get into a debate about what it means to be human. Let's finish up amicably and part ways.
Amica, what? You have passport. I must go back to work soon. Our business be finished. Go.
I found Slaw. He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
It was a quiet night. Come.
If Raka really is dead.
Ta účetnice pracuje v Play? Ale jo.
All my movie actors.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That was fast. What'd you do? Chuck a grenade and never look back?
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you? The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilec complex, Prague's Og Ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you probably know they're building another complex for Ogs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo, but before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also involved with the plan?
With the Illuminati?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo, Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it, until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything, at least not on my own.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarif.
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarif would be willing to pay you too, if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle. You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarva's security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
How many deaths have there been?
The bank owners pay off the families and keep the details out of the papers, so it's difficult to say. The only one they've publicly acknowledged was the first, an engineer named Simona Saradakis. They used her death to promote their security systems, if you can believe that.
And I bet it paid off for them.
It increased their client base by at least 20%. Look, Jensen, it's safe to say this will involve more than just parkouring through a few lasers. The passport Slaw stole for us.
There is no us here, Pritchard. Slaw says the passport's been flagged. It can't be used because it can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle Shadow Child. She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadow Child the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Hey, Nuclear Snake. Who exactly is this Shadow Child?
I don't know exactly. She's a legendary hacker who's been at it for as long as I have. Maybe longer. We've known each other for years through online chats.
Right. Do you trust her?
Do I trust anyone? She's helped me out with a few technical glitches in the past. Her code is solid. And very few hackers in the world know as much as she does about the Blade's inner workings.
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3A at 33 Klimova. It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret this.
I already do.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
Aspoň, že netrčím u skříněk s důkazama.
The place is outside of any country's jurisdiction.
Why? I do not want to pick a fight.
And last week.
Pritchard, I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I did.
Well, I'm in her apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense. I can see she's online right now. She has to be there somewhere. Keep looking.
I wouldn't move right now if I were you. Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child?
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Clearly he left out a few details about you, too.
So, you need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting. Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep pockets.
It's been flagged as missing. Can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can, and I'm 2 of them. This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside. Here you go. 1 healthy passport. You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
Our mutual friend paid someone who works there to steal it.
Really? Who? Was it Amer? Santella? Slow? It was Slow, wasn't it? Ah, that racist little alcoholic said he would do it for a big price. We can use this against him, you know.
We?
Come on. You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world. Rippers like me have been trying to break through their lava walls for years, just to get a peek of what's on those servers. You got to let me help.
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone. Before the Blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless, fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the Blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki Oshiro is protecting them.
Tell me more about these specialized hackers of yours. What makes them different?
You've heard of the neural subnet, NSN machines?
I've had some experience with them.
Rippers use a black market version to enter a 3D representation of a server's subnet cloud. We look for digital data there, download it, and leave before the server's defenses stop you.
Kind of like a smash and grab robbery.
No, Mr. Jensen. That's what thugs do. This is data extraction. Real Rippers do it to expose the truth and keep the powers that be from exploiting the masses.
While making a little money on the side.
One must earn a living. It doesn't mean my heart isn't in the right place.
Masaki Oshiro. This isn't the first time I've heard that name tonight.
Of course it isn't. He's the Palisade Bank's CTO. He and his wife, Ashani Talwar, own the corporation. She runs it, and he designs and oversees all of its defenses, the bastard.
Apparently you don't like him very much.
I hate him.
Because he's good at what he does?
Because he's an arrogant little shit who's made himself look like a hero to the corporate world, while secretly hiring assassins to take out Rippers like me. A lot of people have died because of that man.
So you're a hacker with a cause. Got it.
I'm more than that. I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
What malware? I didn't hide anything.
Then Nuclear Snake paid Slaw to do it for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the Blade. I know a lot about its defenses. I can help.
I don't doubt you can help, but just what did you have in mind?
For starters, I know someone who works in the Blade's lobby. Palisade doesn't know it, but they have a Ripper named Baba Yaga 50 working the night shift.
And you think he'd be willing to risk his job and jail time for something like this?
Our cause is bigger than that, Mr. Jensen. You're trying to screw over the company that all Rippers hate. Getting you in there is a chance you'll take, but after that, you'd be on your own. Palisade has a strict no-ogs policy.
I want to know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the Blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in. Rippers have been trying to punch their way through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
You're sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature. But ask him yourself if you want to be sure.
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
A figurine. Why?
It's personal. She's someone I used to know, but don't anymore. That figurine means something to both of us. Giving it back means something else. Can you do it?
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh. And now you should be on your way. I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it, but even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking og is active.
Who says I have a cloaking og?
Who said you're going in? Call me if you get into trouble.
Pritchard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport.
And?
And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
Hey, you! You don't look like you are from around here. You should know the truth about the Palisade Corporation.
And what truth is that?
The billionaires who own it killed my wife in there. Surely you have heard the name Simona Saridakis.
Several times, actually.
Good. The more you hear, the better. Because Palisade spent millions to bury the truth. There was no investigation of the crime scene. No real justice for my family. Simona worked there for years, and they called her a thief! Then they used her dead body to promote their security features!
I assume when you say the billionaires, you mean the Palisades founders. Why do you hold them responsible?
on the day she died. Simona said she found something strange that involved her boss, Masaki Yoshiro. She wanted to tell me more, but I was upset. We'd had a fight, and I wasn't ready to listen. I told her to tell me after work, but she never came home.
Did you tell the investigators what she said?
I did! They ignored me! They said it's not related to the investigation! They said my wife was a thief! She was not a thief!
I'm sorry you lost your wife, Mr. Saradakis. But you said there was no investigation after she died. Why not?
Privacy laws make it illegal for the police to go inside the computer rooms. That's where those billionaires said she was killed. So all the police could do was examine Simona's workstation and emails, look at Intellicam footage, and perform an autopsy.
Not a lot to go on. What did the footage show?
Nothing! They showed Simona walking down some corridors and entering a computer room. But it did not show what happened inside. They said the security systems only kill someone if they walk in forbidden zones.
Why would Simona be inside the computer rooms? What was her job?
She was a senior engineer. She worked on the defensive systems.
So the traps that killed her, she would have known all about them.
Yes, exactly. She was working directly with Oshiro, helping him design security programs. He always gets credit for the lava wall, but much of it was her work too. So many years they worked together. Why would she steal? It makes no sense.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Saradakis, but unfortunately, I have to get going.
I understand. Most people just ignore me. But you listened. I hope I changed your mind about the palisade. It's not a wonder of the world. It is a symbol of how the rich and powerful get away with everything, including murder.
Wife had called her a thief to cover up their lies.
Please follow all security recommendations, sir, for your own health and well-being.
Don't listen to the propaganda.
You and I have a mutual friend, Shadow Child. She mentioned that you might be able to help me.
I heard someone might come by, but how do I know that you are that someone? You could be anybody. Did this Shadow Child person mention a name or anything?
Baba Yaga 50.
That is what I was looking for. Why, yes. I see that you have an appointment this evening. Allow me to deactivate the security gate for you. It will just take a second. So, what is your Reaper handle?
It's classified.
That is such a cool username. Classified. All right. You are good to go.
Thanks.
Good luck, Classified. Extract the data, expose the truth. You really should not hang around here.
Shadow Child's code appears to have worked, Pritchard. I'm inside the Blade.
Good. I was worried you might get sidetracked by some random civilian in need of a hero.
I had several enticing offers, but I turned them all down just for you.
Oh, goody. According to construction records, the servers are located at the top of the Blade's funicular, in numbered chambers. We'll have to figure out which one is Santos.
A place like this must have a client registry.
If so, it would be in the CEO's office. She has an executive suite on the highest level of the atrium. I suggest you look there.
Caution. The air fumigation system is currently active in the west side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice. Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Attention all Palisade employees. This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Tarvos security robots are currently active. We would very much like to avoid a repeat of last week's incident, so we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
No planning.
It's gonna be so wild. It's become impossible to cross.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete. Attention. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now closed.
doing? What? You've been sitting on your arse for the past 15 minutes. I assume you're some sort of tramp. Standing in
No.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway. Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete.
I would expose them. Get them arrested.
If they are as powerful as you think they are, they would probably have you killed first.
Kurwa. I should shut up.
Okay, well, this isn't loosening at all.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Might have seen something.
But I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, they want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Jensen, have you found the executive suite yet?
This involves a little more than just typing on a keyboard, Francis. I'm working on it.
Well, work harder. According to my research, the suite was designed to be isolated from the rest of the atrium. I assume it's intended to provide even more privacy.
Which means an extra layer of defenses.
Exactly. So be careful. Pritchard out.
Hey, Petra. Yeah, I just got back from holiday. I've got the code up in engineering.
Running diagnostics check in sector
Thanks.
11482.
Ireland. Yeah, my husband is from there, so he went to see members of his family who have odds.
Diagnostic
They're probably
sequence
moving to
complete.
Rabia. Yeah. Plenty of my brain that remembers codes. I might still be drunk.
Shadow Child, that thing you wanted me to do in the Blade, it's done.
1,000,000 thank yous. You know, Leona is the head engineer. You might find something useful on her computer. The password is trust no one. Or at least it used to be.
Thanks.
Buona fortuna, Mr. Jensen. Ciao.
Well, this is interesting, Pritchard.
What?
I found a log that says the vacuum defense system in the chamber where Simona Saradakis died might have been manually triggered.
Need I remind you that you're there to gain access to Santos' data, not play detective? I suggest you get a move on.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
No flyers. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Hey, so what happened last week? I read the report. It must have been exciting.
We almost had another death on our hands. A new Palisade employee tried to access a level 5 area with their level 1 passport. Security.
On the third floor. Please stay clear of the area until further notice. Running diagnostic check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Waypoint zero.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic
Hey, what's with all these
complete.
boxes? Didn't you see the updated report? Delivery guys put the shipment of new server parts in the wrong place. Said it wasn't their job to move it off the hood.
We're waiting on Palisades maintenance. We'll move them up to Nicola in the morning.
All right.
But I don't get why we have to wear all this heavy shit down here. When's the last time you had to take any action against the money? What? Let me think about that for a moment. Oh, that's right. Never.
How the hell are the
I'd much rather be on patrol around the lobby.
Can he guarantee the safe passage of a sufficient supply of drugs for being enslaved? How? Safe harbor initiative, my ass. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. It can't be worse than Gollum City, but there's no way this ends up okay. Brown is going to ask all the tough questions to ensure the Human Restoration Act gets passed, while the crime syndicates lick their chops, waiting to achieve complete mastery over the drug trade. With groups like the Jinn and the Bali trafficking goods in that area, there's
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Fuckers not seen Lawrence of Arabia? It's gonna be no prisoners! No prisoners! All over again. And let's say we don't fight the crime families so as not to disrupt the status quo. Can Santo really guarantee there won't be crates of neuropozyne roasting in the desert sun, getting spoiled and contaminated once again, thereby leading down the path to another AUG incident? All I know is Natchez out there better not be planning to take a tour of this place anytime soon, or you're gonna get crushed. And crushed. There will be no escape from the plan anytime soon.
Diagnostics check of hydraulic systems commencing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Running diagnostics check. Water temperature
Access
fluctuation
granted.
is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
I'm just hoping their moral character is strong enough to tell them the dark side. The last thing I need is for some genius hacker to figure out how to find
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Caution. The air fumigation system is currently active in
Access
the west
granted.
side maintenance corridor on the 3rd floor. Please stay clear of the air.
More of this to come, followers. So get that wax out of your eardrums. And if you're just joining us.
Control clean, confirm.
Confirmed. As you were.
Attention. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now closed.
Wait a minute. If they have to pay fines, that guard from downstairs must be running a pretty steep.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
1105 here. I did, at the beginning of the week. Ran a full diagnostic check on the security systems outside of Talbot and Oshira's office. Confirmed. Those turrets on the 6th are fully operational. That's correct. I will next time. Patrol.
Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally.
Where are you now, Jensen?
Getting lonely, Francis. I'm at the funicular.
I see. So you found the client registry in the executive suite?
Not yet.
Are you insane? You'll be looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack without it. I strongly suggest you turn around.
Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Vegas.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade have made addressing those concerns a priority. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world.
Currently
Always watching, because you are always watching.
on the third floor.
In part one of our two-part focus on I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Cynthia.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check in
Pritchard, looks like the bank's founders are buying and selling a lot of shell companies and masking the transactions.
Okay. How exactly does that help us locate Santo's server chamber?
I'm not doing this just for you and your client, Francis. Something else is going on here. I want to know what it is. Besides, I already found the location. Chamber 204.
Then why are you not in it yet? Take the funicular. It's the only way up.
Gamers. Assemble.